we got to start by saying what the hell is going on with T.I. Because he apparently went on Red Table Talk to walk back his claim that he's been taking his daughter to the doctor yearly for yearly virginity checks since she was 15 years old. Take a look.
Yes.
I'm being criticized because I'm willing to go above and beyond to protect mine.
Right.
And I'm talking about all of the little slimy, grimy, chubby-fingered little boys who want to just come and defile and destroy the sanctity.
Right.
I think all of this surrounds a conversation that I was having in a very joking manner when asked, how do I deal with parenting in this day and age? And so I just began to, you know, from a place of truth, I began to embellish and exaggerate. And I think that a lot of people kind of like took it extremely literal.
So is that being protective, or is it sort of more controlling? And, you know, I understand that his daughter was a little upset with him for having this conversation. And now he has permission to discuss it. But, you know, he felt it was important that he do that for the last few years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, he wasn't in the gynecologist's office with the child. He didn't go into the room where the exam, the exam room. He was outside.
But he was getting
TMI, okay?
Yeah, he was. I guess he was getting the report though from the doctor about whether or not her hymen was
Don't say the word.
intact.
They don't want you to say that word.
Oh,
What, hymen?
but
We're not allowed to say that?
that's what the report was. I think that the problem that I had with it.
I'm sorry. If we
we
would
can or
say,
no?
I mean, that's
That's
insane.
just anatomic.
That's what we have.
Yeah, that's
what it's called.
And that's the problem
Brian.
that's the problem, because I think that women for too long have been forced to feel bad about their sexuality. And I know for me, someone that grew up in the church and the Catholic faith, I was made to feel bad about my sexuality. I really was.
Yeah.
And I think when T.I. was talking about his daughter and her sexuality, there was this double standard that I kept on hearing over and over again. He was saying things like he wasn't as concerned about his son as he was about his daughter. And he said, if my son goes out and gets a girl pregnant, how does the household change for those 9 months? The household doesn't really change. Whereas if my daughter comes home pregnant, my household does change. And I thought, your household changes if your son gets someone pregnant as well.
Yeah.
So I just didn't understand where he was coming from.
I viewed it very differently.
What did you say? What did you?
Well, one, I give him a lot of credit in this PC environment that we're in to not only go out there and talk about a conversation that's quite uncomfortable, not just for him, but for everybody to listen to, and for listening, because we didn't play all of it, but I watched it this morning. The conversation, Jada Pinkett Smith provides a lot of good advice for him, being a mom of girls, and he seemed to want to listen and want to learn. And that moment that other people are criticizing, like you, Sonny, about it's the same for a man and a woman, I don't agree with that. Because I just went through a pregnancy, and my husband is an incredible dad, incredible husband, but for those first 9 months, I would come into work every day, and it was on my mind every second of every day because I felt it. I was sick. I knew the anxieties of having to carry a healthy child or do my best to. That crosses my husband's mind probably every once in a while. It's not with you. When he says the first 9 months of it changing his daughter's life, that's what I think he was pointing to, and I don't think he was wrong in that sense. I thought it was an important conversation for me to listen to as a parent. We don't talk about this enough. We don't have these conversations enough.
It's mostly because his daughter probably didn't want it done in public, which is why
he apologized for that.
Yeah, but it's already the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
But the point I was going to make when this first became a topic, because this has been going on for a while, is that he didn't have her permission to talk about her sexuality. And again, please just bear with me on this, but I know what it feels like to have a dad who everybody knows. Men are already scared to go out with you because they're worried about what to deal with. So now Deja is going to have to deal with every man she goes out with, knowing that her dad was so obsessed with her sexuality that he got her checked by a gynecologist, which, by the way, you can break your hymen doing gymnastics, riding horses, doing many athletic things. And honestly, it's none of her dad's business past 18. And I thought it was very strange and very like 1800s. I don't care. I think I was going to play a clip my dad, when I was 14, went on firing line and talked about how I had a crush on Leonardo DiCaprio. And we actually have the clip of it, because I have a point to this, I promise.
Leonardo DiCaprio is an object of my 13-year-old daughter's affection to the degree which I have never experienced.
So if he
in
smokes,
my own
she'll
life.
smoke, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this young man has captured the hearts of every 13-year-old girl in America. I have other problems with Leonardo, but the fact is...
That he's seduced your daughter.
Yes. It's a distraction.
So this is different.
You were so horrified, I'm sure.
I died.
He wasn't
You
wrong,
died.
though. He wasn't
loved
wrong.
him,
I loved him, too.
I died.
You died.
I died. I was like, I can't believe you would discuss the man I love, because I love Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know.
And this is...
I would have died.
I was furious at him, 13, whatever.
Yeah.
And this is not... He wasn't talking about my hymen and gynecological stuff on TV. So let me just tell you, his daughter, I promise you, is going to have, whether they like it or not, issues of it. Because if this is enough to have impact,
People in the audience
Leonardo
are like,
DiCaprio, right? And I no longer have a crush on him.
So can I point one?
Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes perfect
Yeah.
sense. The other thing that before we go that I want to point out is if you've raised your daughter to be the woman you want her to be, you might exhibit a little more trust in her.
Yeah.